Well, good morning. It is another day, and this is Yalitv, your special leadership television channel right here in the United States of America. We are in our day 5 of our special edition or special report from the United States of America, and it promises to be interesting. We plan today to be in Maryland, and right now I'm reporting from Maryland. We'll be moving to Virginia to have some engagement with some of our representatives from the Department of State who have been very, very keen, who have been working on the YALI program or the Young African Leaders Initiative over the past years. We'll be having engagements and discussions on how we can further use Yalitv as a platform to tell the African story and especially profile the activities, events, and impact that Yali fellows are making across the continent. We will also be going to Washington, D.C. to also go and pay a visit to some locations in Washington, D.C. that influence leadership. Stay tuned with us. Don't miss a moment. It is Yalitv's special report from the United States of America. My name is Stephen Selassie. Thank you. All right, welcome to Yalitv once again. And as I told you earlier, we'll be in Maryland. We are in another part of Maryland, and we're visiting an African entrepreneur, lady entrepreneur, who will be profiling later on in our broadcasts. And we are still on Yalitv's special diaries from the United States, and we are in Germantown. Germantown is one of the counties or the areas in Maryland. And we'll be, as I said earlier, we'll be talking to an entrepreneur from Africa who is doing tremendously well here and has also been affecting the economy back in Africa through her business. Stay tuned and we'll give you new updates on what is going on. I'm having a lemonade. Cheers. So, welcome to Yalitv's special edition with one of Africa's dynamic beauty entrepreneurs right here in Maryland, Germantown. And we'll be using the next few minutes to know about this personality that we are having right here. It's an exclusive as part of our special edition and reportage here in the USA. We're having this exclusive section with one of Africa's own. So I'll be asking her a few minutes about herself, what she does, and we'll get real deep in her passion and her business. So, you're welcome to Yalitv.
Hi.
Can you tell us about yourself?
Sure. My name is Macy Dunbar. I am a American Liberian. I've been in the beauty space for almost 30 years. I'm the president and founder of the global award-winning Macy Dunbar Beauty Brands. There are 2 pillars to my business. So I have my beauty brand, and the other part is my cosmetic brand. So my beauty brand is where I use that part of my business to train the youth and women underserved communities on the continent. I started it here, of course, in the U.S. and around the world. I've gone to other places, but as an African, they say charity begins at home, right? So I have committed my life for the rest of the time I'm on this earth to the youth of Liberia, Nigeria. I'm West African, so of course I will always speak of West Africa. Yes.
So, could you tell us how many years have you been practicing as an entrepreneur in the beauty space, and what inspired you to do what you do now?
One, I have been in the cosmetic and professional beauty industry for 29 years, probably longer than you've been alive.
Wow.
So next year would be my 30th anniversary. So I'm thinking about doing a 30-city tour in America, and then go to like countries in Liberia, Nigeria, and Ghana. But I want to the three countries, but I also want to include 5 villages per country, so I can work with youth and mobilizing the youth for beauty, fashion, and lifestyle.
You'll be going for Yalitv.
Okay, yes, we can do that. So, and what inspired me to get in the beauty industry is I got laid off my job 29 years ago. Growing up, that's why I'm so passionate about Africa, because growing up in Liberia, I think fashion, beauty, wellness was innate in me, but it was never really encouraged. As you know, as African parents, you don't tell your parents that I want to be that doesn't work. So coming to the U.S., I went to college. My degree is in computer engineering, so I'm a systems analyst. By trade, I worked for British Telecom.
You don't say.
I know, right? Got laid off my job, and one of my coworkers, because I was always different at work, she always would tell me that I was a fashion person. I was a fashion. Back then, it wasn't fashionista. It wasn't a trendy word. She's like, "You're so good with fashion." So she found a nail school for me to go to, and I went to this nail school just to get my license to do my own nails. But I'm very, very competitive. So when I left nail school, I really sucked. I was not good at anything. I was good at manicures. That was about it. So then as I continually educated myself, I was like, this is what I love to do. And I just saw every industry that I had encountered prior to the beauty industry, there were always days that I wasn't happy at work. There was always days that I was stressed. But in the professional beauty industry, even when there are your personal issues that you have, I looked forward to seeing my clients, and it makes me happy. It's what bring me to life. Wow. So that's how I knew I needed to do it for the rest of my life.
Interesting. I mean, getting to know that as a young woman back then, and still now, you look very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And knowing that you needed to do something that will make you happy, and you needed to do something that will give you fulfillment, and you needed to do something that also put money on your table and put food on your table. What was that at that point that you realized that this was going to become a business? This passion of yours that I've discovered was going to become a business. At what time did you realize that?
Probably, I would say, to be honest, maybe 6 months into it. When I first started, I can honestly tell you, I started off part-time. I had gotten another job with FDA. I was working in the MIS department for FDA. And every day I would go to work. I was doing part-time. So every day I went to the salon, the owner would say, Maisie, this person wanted their nails and that. I'm like, heck, if I quit my job, I can actually make money doing this. That's why I'm thinking in my head, right? So 6 months later, I quit my job and got to work. Of course, all these people that wanted their nails done, I'm like, where are they? Meanwhile, I'm a single mom. I'm a single mom, knowing that, if you're by yourself, you can eat bread, butter, drink cocoa, and you're good. But when you have a child that need nutritious food,
the responsibilities are higher.
Exactly. So I'm thinking, okay, I have to do something quick. So I thought to myself one day, I said, instead of the clients coming to me, I'm going to go to the clients. So I literally would go to bus stops. I had a script. I would pull people off bus stops because I figured if I got them in my chair, all the other people in the salon, the clients that were coming in the salon, they'll be like, oh my gosh, she's good. But not knowing I'm doing these nails for free. So I needed to practice. So I would give people my script. I said, hi, my name is Maisie. I just got out of school. I'm from Liberia, and I just got out of beauty school. Can I give you a free manicure? Who's going to turn down a free manicure? And then I followed it up with, I'm not crazy. Because, nobody does that. Because at first I was passing out flyers. and my flyers were not being redeemed. So I was like, well, my next thing is I got to use my personality. So that's what I did. And then I started to partner with the hairstylist. I was in a hair salon. So I started to partner with the hairstylist, asking them if I could shampoo their clients. Because I figured if I shampoo their clients, that's an opportunity for me to talk to their clients. And the clients will have an opportunity to experience my touch.
Certainly.
So that's how I build my clientele.
Wow. I mean, if you are watching this interview, I hope you are being encouraged. Sometimes the big thing that doesn't pop up, you need to take steps to grow them, especially in businesses. And you just heard the story of how he was able to start a business from a point of passion and turn it into the point of offering voluntary services to build a clientele and turn it into a big business. Tell us a little bit more about your business and your products and all. Do you mind us walking around?
I don't mind at all. If your audience don't mind seeing it, I don't mind.
So,
I don't mind walking
we'll
around.
show us around.
Okay.
What is this? What does this mean to you?
These are the reason why for many years after I transitioned, which I kind of pivoted my business in 2018, I had these in a box. So I was actually going to throw them away. I did throw them away. I put all of them in a recycle bin. And my neighbor at the time, next door to me, she was from Liberia. She took my recycle bin and brought everything back in. She was like, you can't throw these away. So about 3 months ago, I decided to put them up because for those days since I pivoted my business, being in the salon industry for 27, going on 28 years, you see your clients every day. And to be in a home boutique style office where you in this office creating, I no longer have that energy. I thrive off of energy. So it's almost like I'm going through mourning right now and been going through mourning since I closed my salon. So my thing was to feel the spirit of my clients and look at my accomplishments on those days when I feel like I can no longer do it. I look at these things to remind myself of what I've done and that I can do it. And I need to push on because there's some little girl, boy, child somewhere, especially on the continent, that needs to know that a person that looks like them did it, a person that looks like them is pushing, and they too can push and they can do it.
Interesting. I'm going to ask you a trivia question.
Oh, Jesus.
Name 3 of your best, or name 3 African presidents that you really love.
Oh, you're trying to put me on the spot. I'm not doing that. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in private sector. He trying to set me up.
3. 3
No,
presidents you remember.
Hey, no.
Okay, that's 3 that you remember off your mind.
I can't do that. You're gonna he trying to set me up as I'm trying to set you up for success. He tries to set me up for failure. They're gonna block everything I want to do in Africa.
Okay, then I'm going to keep that. Okay, so
okay, I will tell you that offline.
Okay, good.
Can we do that?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
Yes.
3 African countries you would love to always go back to anytime in Africa.
Oh my God. I told my disclaimer is that I'm West African. So one country that I love dearly to my heart, of course, Ghana.
Wow.
Nigeria.
Wow.
I know I'm from Liberia. I should have said Liberia first, but I love going, just being on the continent is my son even told me that I look my best when I'm home. When I never really realized that, he said it's just a different glow that I have inside of me when I'm home. So I love being on the West Coast. You know, I just visited Sierra Leone. I like being there as well. So this is a tough question. He got tough questions. I take it back. He got too many tough questions.
Last one.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah.
3 African dishes.
My favorite.
Yeah,
3 African dishes that I love. Jollof rice, of course. The jollof rice is on the top. My other one is, which is more Liberian than, is check rice. You ever heard of check rice and fish gravy?
Yeah.
So check rice and fish gravy and plantain, cassava and gravy.
I know people love cassava leaves, right?
I don't like cassava leaf though.
I do love cassava leaves.
You like cassava leaf?
Nice.
I got something in my refrigerator. I can cook you rice, so I got local rice.
Wow.
So yeah.
Anyway, all right. So Could you tell us a little bit more about your brand, the name of your brand, who can actually use your brand? You know, I know some of the beauty products are customized for people. Tell us a little bit more about who your customers are, or who your customers should be, or who can have or use your product, and where we can get them.
So the name of my brand is called Bluffer Joe Cosmetics. And Bluffer Joe is a term in Liberia. We describe a person, not unique to a woman, a person that is always well dressed, well put together, possesses confidence. And I just added to that loves her community. That's a Bluffer Joe. So when we started Bluffer Joe literally started back in 2006 after my mother passed away. And when my mom passed, I started to inventory my life and look at my life as to what is going to be my legacy. So I started Bluffer Joe because makeup and pigments came to me naturally. If you were to interview any of my clients, you will find out that I'm a person that add a little bit of this. You could tell from the drink I offered. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. So collecting pigments came to me naturally. So what I did was I went back to school to learn the chemical component of makeup, as well as raw materials, so I could really understand ingredients that I wanted to put in my product. So after I did that, when we first started my brand, because we were self-started, because financially, as you can see, makeup has a lot of SKUs. So I said, okay, you can't win a race without starting. And once you start, you just got to keep going forward. So I started my brand, which is four products, and we sold raffle tickets. We were at that point in time, I owned a spa, and we raffled off spa services. And my younger sister, named the product. I can't take credit for that. My younger sister named the product because I was struggling with. Everybody was saying I should name it after me, and I didn't think my name was that good to be for the rest of my, life or whatever. And I was like, nah, I don't want Macy Cosmetics, Macy Dunbar Cosmetics. I just didn't want that. So Bluffer Joe, my sister came up with the name. I felt it was unique enough. Yeah. And the meaning behind it, I felt represented who I am. Right. So that's why we moved forward with that. And we're in 4 countries right now. We're headquartered in 4 countries. The United States, of course. We have an e-commerce platform. You can feel free to go to bluffajo.com. That's BLUFFAJO.com. And it's an e-commerce store where we have all of our products. We're also in Ghana, Liberia, and Nigeria. Awesome. So what I'm doing in those countries, using my product as not only to distribute my quality products to my people, but using my products as a vehicle to really, through education and training, using that as a platform as well.
That brings me to my next question.
Yes.
What do you think will be your legacy for every or any young lady entrepreneur who is an African, who sees you, or maybe is an American but also has an African origin? What do you think will be that legacy of impact or empowerment that your life as an entrepreneur will leave on them?
I think my legacy that I would leave for these girls, the reason why I keep saying look like me, because I am that African girl growing up in Liberia, when people brought people to speak to us, they didn't look like us.
You're mostly white or something.
Yes, they didn't look like us. So for me, if you don't look like me, you don't know my story. You don't know my struggles.
And you can't identify.
And they cannot identify. So for me, what my legacy is for the youth on the continent is for resiliency. You know, what fall, but get back up. You got to be resilient. You know, it's not easy being successful. It's not easy breaking barriers. When I first went back home after 38 years, it was Ghana that I went to. Honestly, my job took me to Ghana. There was a fashion magazine that wanted to cover Glitz Fashion Week in Ghana. So they sent me to cover it. So when I got to Ghana, that was my very first interaction of not being home since I was 12 years old. Wow. So I was just so excited. I'm glad that I went a week prior, because I think if I had gone like maybe a day before, I probably wouldn't have shown up to work, because I was all over Ghana just learning, talking to everyone, and just trying to engross in the culture and reacclimate myself to the African culture. Right. So there were a lot of backlash that I got initially when I first got to Ghana. People were saying my product was too expensive and was too this. And I kept listening to all those negative talks. And I'm sharing that because as a young kid growing up in on the continent, if they're listening to this, you are going to hear negative thoughts. But you have to listen to what's in your heart and what's in your gut. Because I look at it as, if Porsche, Mercedes can have a dealership in Ghana, then my $42 foundation got to be cheaper than that. So that you have to find that inside of you to know that you too can get a piece of this economy. You just have to have the right market to find value in what you're selling, because whether you're in America, whether you're in the UK, whether you're on the continent, if nobody finds that value in what you're selling or what you are, then they're not going to buy it, regardless of what.
Wow. That's been very inspiring. And she's going to be in Ghana next week.
Yes. Y'all want me to dance for you?
So make sure you are part of the, what's the name
of
the
Makeup Ghana.
Makeup Ghana Fair, right?
Yes.
Makeup Ghana Fair. Bluffalo?
Blufford. I will beat you.
Bluffa Joe.
Bluffa Joe. Yes.
Bluffa Joe is going to be at the Ghana Makeup Fair. Don't miss it. Make sure you're there. And make sure you get a product.
And make sure you come by the booth. If you have any concerns about your skin, you know, I'm going to be there helping you not only about your makeup journey, but also about your skin, because your skin is your largest organ. And if there's anything that you're looking at on your skin, that means that some sort of diseasement in your body. So we can correct the body before we correct the face, and then we can do the makeup. So I'll be there to help you out with that.
Thank you so much for making enough time to be on Yalitv.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me. I was so excited. I'll see you guys in Ghana.
Thank you for the drink also.
My pleasure. Anytime.
All right. So stick and stay with us. We'll join you more with updates on some of the entrepreneurs who are based here in America, who are doing tremendous stuff here. This is Yalitv. My name is Steven Selassie.
my. So nice. That's Tesla for you. Come try it. It's so beautiful, man.
All right, so this is day 5. Day 5 is coming to a successful end. I'm right here at the Tyson's Corner Center, and we were in Maryland. We had some nice time meeting some fellows from Africa who are either citizens in Africa, in America here, or Africans who are actually resident here. It was a fulfilling day. We met the former coordinator of Yali. We had a nice conversation as well, and we've drawn the curtains on today's activities. This has been day 5, and this is the Yali in Yalitv in US Diaries day 5. Well, stick and stay with us. The days are getting closer to our award ceremony, which is coming on Saturday, the 13th of November, at the Hilton Alexandria Mack Center at 7 p.m. And this is brought to us by the Jacobs Abbey Global Institute of Leadership Studies. And you don't want to miss it. It's going to be live on Yalitv at 7 o'clock p.m. That's local time EST. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you tune in to Yalitv to catch a glimpse of that program on Saturday. But tomorrow, we have a special interview with the ambassador of the African Union to the USA live on Yalitv. You don't want to miss any of this. So this is me, Stephen Selassie, signing out on Yalitv. See you.